Good morning. Please watch this short version of the case of the empty tomb and the missing body, covering a study on the resurrection of Lord Jesus. That is the grandest miracle of all history. Have a
All
look.
right, let's crack open a historical cold case, the case of the empty tomb. Here are the facts. You've got a public execution, a sealed tomb, and then a missing body. First up, let's establish the facts of the case, just like any good detective would. Here's the timeline. It all went down in just 3 days. A guarded tomb, then suddenly nothing.
So, the big question is, where's the body? Well, the first official theory dropped right away.
The official report claimed the disciples stole the body, but they were supposedly terrified and in hiding.
Which begs the question, if they had the body, why not just produce it and end the whole thing?
Okay, but what if he wasn't actually dead? Let's take a look at the forensics. People back then definitely knew the signs of death, the body cooling, getting stiff, and changing color.
And check this out. There's a fascinating piece of hidden science in an eyewitness account.
They saw blood and water separate from the wound, something we now know as pleural effusion.
And that's a telltale sign of cardiac arrest. It's pretty solid proof of death.
So if death is confirmed, the case turns to some pretty incredible evidence, the eyewitnesses. Get this, in the 40 days after his death, more than 500 people claimed to have seen him. And these weren't just one-off sightings. He appeared to individuals, small groups, and even huge crowds.
But maybe the most powerful evidence of all is what happened to these witnesses.
You see this total transformation from scared followers in hiding to bold leaders facing death for their story.
Think about it. Of the original 12 apostles, tradition says only one died of old age. So it all comes down to this. Why would anyone willingly die for something they knew was a lie? Because that is a seriously high price to pay for a story you just made up.
I hope the brief was quite useful, helpful. Please post your questions, doubts, any queries. I'll be happy to answer. Have a good day.